When I was young, it was rare to see security cameras in a store. Not now. Almost every business has them. Homes, too. It makes sense. Surveillance cameras provide a layer of protection for your property and operations, and today, they record with better quality and are more affordable and easier to install than ever before. Since surveillance cameras are usually connected to switches to join the network, some Cisco switches offer a feature called Auto Surveillance VLAN, ASV. ASV streamlines the process of segregating video traffic and giving it priority on the network. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to configure ASV on a Catalyst 1200 or 1300 switch. Next. Before you set up ASV, there are a few important details that you should know. ASV requires a configured static ASV VLAN. It can only be enabled on interfaces in access or general mode, not in trunk mode. ASV can be activated on individual network ports or link aggregation groups, LAGs. You should also note that IGMP, MLD snooping, and Querier are automatically enabled on an ASV VLAN. To configure ASV, log into the web user interface of your Catalyst 1200 or 1300 switch. Select Advanced Mode in the top right corner of the screen. Navigate to VLAN Management and then VLAN Settings. Click the plus icon to add a VLAN. I'll use a VLAN ID of 100, the name of ASV, and click Apply. Scroll down. Select Auto Surveillance VLAN and then ASV General Settings. Choose the VLAN ID you created for ASV. I'll leave the class of service at the default of 5, the membership aging time of 1 day, and click Apply. On the ASV General Settings page, under the Surveillance Traffic Source table, click the plus icon. Select the source type that will trigger the ASV VLAN assignment. The source type can be the Organizational Unique Identifier, OUI, prefix, which is the first 3 octets of the MAC address or the MAC address of the surveillance device. I'll select and enter my OUI prefix. In my example, that's 00A5BF. When you have yours entered, click Apply to see the OUI prefix that was entered. Next to that, it shows that ASV is not active. The feature still needs to be enabled. To do this, navigate to ASV Interface Settings. Select the interfaces that the surveillance devices are connected to. They contain the OUI prefix that was just added to the source table. In my example, this is on port number 9. So I'll select port 9, click Edit, and check the Enable box for the Auto Surveillance VLAN membership. Once complete, click Apply and then Close. In the lower right corner of the screen, a syslog notification states that VLAN 100 is up. Navigate back to ASV General Settings to see that the ASV VLAN shows as active along with the interface to which it was assigned. To verify, navigate to VLAN Management and click on Port VLAN Membership. It shows that port 9 has both VLAN 1 and 100 assigned and untagged. Wait a second. 2 untagged VLANs on an access mode port is unusual. Typically, only 1 untagged VLAN is allowed. ASV works differently on an access mode port compared to a port in general mode. In access mode, once the interface is added to the ASV as an untagged member, the original VLAN member becomes inactive. It will become active if the surveillance MAC entry ages out and the ASV VLAN is removed from that interface. Alternatively, general mode on a switch port supports multiple VLANs. In general mode, once the interface is added to the ASV with an untagged membership, the original VLAN membership and PVID remain active for other traffic. Surveillance traffic is classified to the ASV VLAN using TCAM rules. A rule is created for the specific source detected on the interface. This rule is removed if the source ages out. Now that the configurations are done, save the new settings by clicking the red blinking Save icon at the top of the screen. Great! ASV is up and running on your Catalyst 1200 or 1300 switch. So whenever a surveillance device is detected, it'll automatically be assigned to the ASV VLAN along with its traffic priority and multicast settings. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.